That took really long to get out. I don't know why. Sorry, tired. Been doing a lot. Working on work and also content creating stuff. Did a stream earlier, was editing videos and shit stuff, yada yada. It actually kind of segues into what this topic of this video is about. If it's not, well, if it's not, if you don't know what it is, yes, you do. You fucking clicked on this video. Unless autoplay put you here. If you don't know who I am, hi. Anyways, streaming versus 9 to 5. Imagine you get to play games on the internet, live stream it to people, make money off of it, do the thing you quite literally enjoy for fun. Yeah, and you think it's harder than working a 9 to 5. What the fuck? I know this is kind of a little bit of an older topic per se. It was around quite a while ago and I've missed it. Apologies. I forgot this existed for like a month, and when I remembered it, a little too late, but it's whatever. But here's the thing. I will give in defense to small streamers about something. So we'll start in defense of streamers before we go into bashing streamers. Let's say you're a small streamer. You don't make as much as a big streamer. You have less views. You don't really get crazy huge big donations. And you also have to stream almost every day like you're working a 9 to 5. Having to, stream for like 8 hours, 5 days a week, basically. Again, streaming like you're working a 9 to 5. So it's like, by that point, you already are. Plus, some of these times, these streamers will edit videos so they can make more money off of those videos. That's more time they have to edit.
Well, maybe they can pay an editor.
That costs fucking money too. So it's either they pay an editor and it's less time on them, but they're still using money, or they edit themselves and lose their own time. So here's the thing, like that's sort of like, that context or whatever actually makes sense for streamers. But notice in the beginning of that I said small streamers? Yeah, guess who's complaining most of the time? Not fucking small streamers. It's always the big streamers. I do not understand why. These motherfuckers make a crazy amount, whether it's in donations or subs or bits or whatnot. They don't have to stream every day either. They can stream like 3 days a week, sometimes 2. And they can pick whenever they do it too. They don't have to make crazy good content. They can just make basically slop and call it a day. And guess what? That's a stream. And also they can almost all the time pay an editor to make videos for them, and then those videos will make more than it costs to pay the editor, so that's even more money they're raking in. It's just dumb. Why is the big streamers the one that are complaining? Alright, we kind of bash the streamers, but now let's physically say why working the 9 to 5 is tougher than being a big streamer. One, you don't just get breaks. And no, I don't mean like the 30-minute breaks you get at work to eat lunch or whatever. You can't just decide on stopping per se, because frankly, in the end, you got bills to pay. I do get some streamers are worried about this because, especially how the world is nowadays, it's so easy for the audience to just kind of forget you exist. But at the same time, if you keep them in any way slightly engaged, they won't. Make a post on Twitter, make a post in your Discord, they'll remember you live, not where you live, that you live, or are alive. Fucking English today, Jesus. People who work 9 to 5 usually are stuck with the same schedules. Unless they're the kind of 9 to 5 jobs where you're still working the same hours, but in the end it's like different days every week or whatever. You're usually stuck working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Streamers are working usually whenever they fucking feel like it. Yes, some streamers do give themselves consistent hours, but a lot of the time streamers' hours are just, I think I'm gonna stream. And they stream. And yes, it's best to try to stream at a decent set time. Hey, most of your audience is from America. Stream at a time where it makes sense for said American people. Don't want to stream at like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. But also, hey, you're the streamer. You make the choice. You're the one clicking the fucking go live button. People who have 9 to 5 jobs, they aren't working it because it's a hobby for them. They work it because it's work. People who stream get to play fucking whatever stupid video game they want to play. Call of Duty, Apex, Counter-Strike, whatever game they want to live on stream. Guess what? That is a hobby for them. They do it for fun. And they're making money out of it. They said a hee funny kill and someone decides to drop $100. Because, hey, that was a cool kill. I'm going to donate money to you. Well, guess what? For fun, by doing a funny trick shot, they're making money. And a big important English is tough today. And a big important cherry on top of all this, when you work a 9 to 5, you have to actually be good at said job. No shit. And I say this because some streamers, they just don't. They make, as I said earlier, slop, piece of shit content that brain dead people watch. Sounds a lot like my Twitch channel. Go follow that, please. They'll literally sit there. It won't be. They could be a gaming streamer, but just decide to start reacting to videos while eating lunch or something, and they're just sitting there like. That's crazy. But he's right though. Now, I do want to point out one key factor in the streaming aspect, that streamers have a point to an extent. For people who might be, let's say they're a Fortnite streamer, well, why don't they just do something different for fun? But if they switch games, their audience is going to be gone. It's the whole being stuck doing one thing forever mentality. This has existed for quite a long while, so it's not like it's a brand new thing to exist. You play said game a lot. You play different said game that isn't your normal game. You are worried your audience will just not give a fuck about you anymore. Now, I'll admit, it does definitely exist. That sort of ideology. Hell, I'm a TF2 streamer. Not a big one, but I still play a lot of TF2. I don't like to admit I'm a TF2ber, but I mean, it's kind of there. And it does suck that even some streams where I don't play TF2, I get basically little to no fucking viewers. But the streams I do play TF2, I'll actually have a decent amount. And this is a huge thing in TF2. Mainly because the game's very, I guess, not active, at least update-wise. But this can exist in basically any game. COD streamers want to stream just COD. People who play Fortnite are stuck playing Fortnite, and all that. But these are, again, mostly the smaller ones. Once you are really big and huge and well-known, then it's kind of easier to start experimenting, going to play different games. Maybe not just completely leave the game behind, but you can still play different games. But not all of my viewers are gonna translate over. Okay, who gives a fuck? Let's say you go from 1,000 to 100. Sure, that's gonna be a bit of a dip, but those 100 that decide to stick with you in the games that aren't the normal games, those are your true fans. The ones who actually give a fuck about you and not the game. And guess what? When you play other games, you might pick up other viewers. You may be dipping in views, but the fact that you have people who you know are going to stay is great. So especially when that one game that got you big inevitably dies out and no one plays it, all your viewers don't leave as well. I don't know how to make a conclusion, so I'm just going to say, hey, conclusion time. Small streamers, they deserve more respect. They deserve more in general. If you're watching a small streamer, try to support them in any way possible. If you are streaming, raid another small streamer. Hell, maybe you can work with them. Who fucking knows? Drop a sub, drop some donations, bits, something like that. Big streamers, calm the fuck down. You guys got a lot. You sit over here in your huge, amazing setup for streaming with all your mods in the background, your editor that you have paid, your big, beautiful house, and you're like, wah, we do more than 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. All you big streamers do is whine and complain. It's just like what you shouldn't be doing is whining and complaining. I'm Nate Dogg, signing off.
We will arm ourselves with pencils and staples. We will get our life back, yeah, if we're able. We are now on the news, you see us on the cable. But they better talk soon, cause we're getting stable. We start some anarchy in our office. They want us to calm down, but they can't stop us. They try to approach, but be oh so cautious. Now listen to our train, that's it. Fuck the 9 to 5, you don't control my life. You always do what is wrong, you never know what's right. You pissed us off, now we snap, god damn it, we will fight. I'll charge at you like a maniac, wielding a knife. I'll stand on my desk, lock